Hey friends, A.Maze here, back again with another video. Welcome to our channel and thank you for watching. Alright guys, so we're here to talk about release. We talk about this a lot. And when I say release, I'm talking about facing emotions that you do not like. As deliberate creators, some of us anyway, we tend to be hard on ourselves. We give ourselves a hard time because we feel bad. Even if it's over what you would think is small things, you know, you don't have to always be in a good mood all the time. You will still attract what's good for you as long as what you're doing with the energy is meaningful. For example, okay, so if you feel down, you may know why or you may not know why. You might just be like, oh, I just want to cry all day. You may not be able to determine the reason, or maybe you know exactly the reason. Either way, you got to allow the emotion to be there, okay? Don't run from it. Just don't stay in it and wallow in it. See, let me just say this, guys. In my personal experience, before I had a new perspective on life, I went about life all wrong, y'all. If I felt bad, like real angry or sad or depressed or anything like that, I would feel that way and then stay in it. Like, oh, life sucks. Okay, it's terrible. All that. You know what I'm saying? I let it affect my mood, even my decision making, simply because I just was not in the greatest of moods, okay? But then I had my spiritual awakening at the tail end of 2019. And then I just, ideas would flow. I looked at life so differently. I had a whole new paradigm, a whole new way, a whole new perspective. And in that perspective, when I do get sad about something, or if I'm mad or whatever the case, those unfavorable emotions, I remember where I'm going as I'm having them. And also, I analyze what I'm thinking. Well, I actually have passed that stage. I still analyze my thinking, but I realize thinking is thinking. For example, like we talk about a lot. If this is your first time watching my videos, thank you for being here. And the more you watch, you'll see the pattern. See, here at A.Maze, mostly we incorporate what we talk about here is what we're using our emotions for, okay? At least for right now, because there's so many things we could possibly talk about. It's so much to say. So I'm grouping it up right now. Right now, our general focus is our emotions and how we're going to use them rather than let them use us, okay? We're not going to let the way we feel determine what type of life we're going to have unless they are what we would call a favorable emotion, okay? You want to be in a better mood and try to manifest material things or people or whatever you're trying to do. But see, you ain't gonna always feel your best. And for those of you who don't right now, or sometimes you don't, and you just want to hear some insights on it, and you just need to hear it, here I am. We're gonna talk about it, okay? What a lot of people like to call transmutation of emotions, that's really no different than what I'm saying. I'm just adding more to it. And that is the release of it. You have to face how you feel. All right? Don't just act like it's not there. I mean, and if that works for you, then do it. Because sometimes I do that. There are times when I can just overlook an emotion and keep going. All right? That works for me sometimes. Everybody is different. So, again, it's a lot to say. But anyway, without digressing any further, if you feel like it's just so troubling, you just can't take your mind off of it, my best suggestion is that you go somewhere quiet, be to yourself where you feel safe, and use that as your time. Just let tears fall. If you're one of the people that have trouble crying, squeeze something, but do something. And as you're doing it, you're allowing the emotion to flow through you so that it can pass, okay? And now you're leaving room for a new energetic feeling. You're gonna feel better, even if you don't see it. You will. It's energy. That's just the way it works. There's no getting around it. If you let it do what it needs to, it'll all work out. So allow those, pardon me guys, allow those so-called negative emotions to flow through you, okay? Cry. Punch something, but go somewhere by yourself. Now that we talked about the physicality of it, okay, the physical things you can do to rectify it, within your mind, you want to say, you know what? I'm allowed to feel this way because it's going to pass. It's going to pass. That's it. Or whatever worked for you. But you got, it's the quality of what you're talking about that matters. Not that you feel bad, but the fact that you realize you feel bad. You analyzing what you're saying to yourself about it, and you're encouraging yourself to move on. Okay? Do that for me. No, I'm just playing. Do it for yourself, all right? It just made me feel proud when people want to persevere, okay? But anyway, so I think that's all I want to say about that. Release. There's more to say, but I'll come back with another video. You know, we can get more into the topic of transmutation. But before I go, I want y'all to know this. The message of this video, the main message is that it is okay to feel bad, all right? Yes, you want to be happy, but see, if you already holding on to stuff, that got to go. The key to feeling more energetic and light and have more clarity and feel confident and strong and able to deal with whatever you're attracting or whatever is to release anything heavy. Now, if you're not able to replace it with a new thought, because that happens sometimes, then you gotta face it. But when I say face it, that I'm not telling you to live in it. See, it's not determining where you're going. You are. You just letting it go. You're using it to cleanse yourself. You cry it out. You squeeze a pillow. You write it out, and then you can tear it up and get rid of it. Everybody has their own methods. Whatever it takes for you to release it, but don't ignore it if you feel like you can't ignore it. All right? You can face it without succumbing to it. I just want y'all to know. Do not think because you feel overwhelmed with something heavy that it has to overcome you, because it won't. You just got to recognize it and be in charge of it. It's almost like having an unruly child over your house, and it's running around tearing up stuff. Well, maybe, no, I'm sorry, guys. That was an awful example, because I wouldn't let a child tear my stuff up. But I can't think of a good example. But some stuff you just gotta roll with it. But that don't mean you gotta be with it. Okay, I got a better example. Here we go. You might have a buddy you hang out with, but this person ain't the best person to hang out with. They go buck wild. They start arguments with people. Sometimes they litter on the ground. And to your best efforts, you can't get this person to calm down their behavior. After a while, instead of arguing with them and fighting with them, you just gotta let them be. And you step back. So that's what I'm telling you to do with this heavy emotion. Okay, let your spirit, your energy step back. Let it do its thing, flow out of you. And before you know it, you'll be recognizing a new energy. Excuse me, guys. And clear my throat. But anyway, that's all I want to say. Yeah, I love talking to you.